Hello everybody, Kevin here, Raf3094, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're back with another monthly update video, and this time we're going to be discussing February of what the games we're going to play, also some big announcement regarding the current state of the channel, as well as some of the big games we're going to be playing, as well as my long-term plan for 2023, as well as some news on the Armored 3 film projects that I'm currently in development at the moment, and so on. So without further ado, let's get this started. Now, obviously, we already know Dead Space Remake is a huge hit. Everybody's been playing it, been getting a lot of good reception, and even living up above the original game to a certain extent. So, of course, Dead Space Remake is still going to be the main highlight for February. So, hopefully, we'll be able to beat the game by then, and then at that point, I'll probably be doing New Game Plus, achievement hunting, etc. But so far, I am really liking Dead Space Remake. It definitely lives up to my expectation. Definitely live up to the hype too, especially compared to what we got in Callisto Protocol. Even though I do like that game as well, but you just can't compare it to Dead Space. Even the remake of Dead Space far exceed of what Callisto Protocol could have been. But beyond what the game staying very true, in its core designs, the game also adds a lot of new stuff in it, like new dialogue, new characters that enhances the game even more, and to a certain extent, like I said, better. So, and I definitely like a lot of the new changes that they made with the remake, and hopefully this will greenlight Dead Space 2 remake or a potential Dead Space 4. I highly doubt that will happen in Dead Space 4, but I am not opposed for Dead Space 2 remake, because even still the original game so holds up really well. Because I've seen one of my friends play the game on a stream, and Dead Space 2 still holds up really well. But if they decided to do a remake on 2 with the latest Frostbite engine or Unreal, whichever engines they want to use, I am not opposed to it, and I will gladly play Dead Space 2 remake whenever that happens. But yeah, so far I am enjoying the game, and like I said before, Dead Space Remake, a whole bunch of videos are still going to be uploaded this month. Potentially we'll be able to beat the whole game as well. That's my goal, so that way we can focus on playing some other cool games that are coming out this month. Speaking of other cool games, we got Atomic Heart coming out on the 20th or the 21st. I can't remember. I think it's the 20th when I last checked. But Atomic Heart is definitely a game I'm very anticipated on for the year, because that game has been in development since 2019. And the best way I could describe the game is it's a good fusion of Fallout and BioShock. And I do like the fact that the game is taking place in an alternate 1955, with the Soviet Union leading in the technological advancement and automations and all that stuff. So it's something refreshing to see, other than the United States being the more most technological advanced country in the world, which in the reality, yes, it is, and it is, but that's the thing about making this type of crazy game, is that you can make anything happen. And I do like the world building, the setting that they have set up upon, and a lot of the gameplay footage I've seen looks pretty solid. Definitely a huge BioShock inspiration with how the game plays. So I'm very interested on Atomic Heart. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. Hopefully it does not disappoint. Hopefully it does not run like shit when it comes out, because that's the biggest number one factor when most of these big company games come out, is they run like ass, and they don't run properly, and we have to wait maybe a day or two just for them to fix that issue. But if it's like a big problem, like the stutter problems in Callisto Protocol, then obviously that has to be addressed in day one, no doubt about it. But yeah, I'm really hoping that game lives up to the hype. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. More than likely, we're not gonna finish the game this month, but I will be doing a full playthrough on that game from beginning to end. We will be playing the game in Russian, because I think the English voiceover feels a little bit off with the game. Most of the actors don't even try to mimic a Russian accent either in the English dub. To me it just feels very out of place, and personally I would rather play the game in Russian to have that full immersive experience in Atomic Heart, since it is taking place in Russia, alternate 1955. So I think playing the game in Russian will make the game more immersive, as long as the voiceovers, like the cutscenes and the voicing, and just the lip sync. Hopefully they sync, because I had that problem with Ghost of Tsushima when I played it on the PS4. I played it on Japanese. Unfortunately, the voice would not sync because the lips were catered towards the English dub, or not English dub, but the original English language. So I'm hoping that's not the case. Hopefully when we switch that to Russian, all the characters will speak their respective, they'll be speaking, with the lip sync would be in sync with what they're saying in Russian. So, like I said, hopefully that's not the case, because if it's not voice synced, then we're all gonna have to play in English, unfortunately. But hopefully we don't have to do that, because I really do want to play this game in Russian, because for me personally, I think that's probably the best immersive experience for Atomic Heart, in my personal opinion, is to play the game in Russian. It's like playing the game in Metro games. I always play them in Russian because it just feels more authentic. That's the way I feel it. And to a certain extent, I think a lot of people who like the game prefer to play in Russian too. But like I said, it's my opinion. I'll play in Russian, see how it goes. But yeah, Atomic Heart, definitely my most anticipated game. Definitely would be playing a lot of that game. Like I said, hopefully it doesn't suck, and hopefully we'll see it soon, because it comes out this month. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to the game, to the playthrough. Another game I also want to check out as well is Wanted Dead. Now, the reason I want to play this game, and I'm very interested in it, is because it is made by the same, or I want probably most of the original developers, but the original developers that made Ninja Gaiden and the original Dead or Alive series. And you know me, I love Dead or Alive. I especially love Ninja Gaiden, considering Ninja Gaiden is one of my favorite action games of all times, hands down. And I'm really interested to see, what kind of game they have to offer in Wanted Dead. And it looks pretty interesting. It is set in a sci-fi cyberpunk, it's a cyberpunk style sci-fi setting game. And it looks like it's going to be a mixture of gunplay and swordplay as well. Specifically, definitely looks like it's going to be more on melee focus too, which I'm grateful, because that's what the guys who made Ninja Gaiden, that's what made those games great, is the swordplay, and the gunplay, like pajamas, they're okay, but most of the time we're gonna be just hack and slash. And the game looks like it's gonna be pretty bloody as well. There will be some limb dismemberment, head cut off, so it definitely has that Ninja Gaiden feel. Although I do wish they make the game look a little bit better. The visual wise for the gameplay looks a little bit dated, but it's just a minor gripe for me. It's not a big points factor out, but the game does look a little bit dated. But hopefully the gameplay and the interesting storyline the game has to offer will make it a pretty decent, fantastic experience. And I'm hoping that's the case, because like I said, we haven't have a new Dead or Alive or Ninja Gaiden game in quite a while, actually, especially Ninja Gaiden. And I was hoping they were going to go for like a Ninja Gaiden reboot, but I think that's going to be like way down the line. So I'm hoping to do that, considering that Ninja Gaiden first came out on the original Xbox. Microsoft, what the hell are you doing? Get Koei Tecmo on their asses. Make a new Ninja Gaiden game, because we desperately need a new Ninja Gaiden game in the new next generation. And if they do make the new Ninja Gaiden, better be freaking bloody as hell. It better not freaking censor the blood with blue freaking goop and all that stuff like in the Sigma series for the PlayStation. Give us full proper, traversal, more improvement on the gameplay. Make the game, of course, more gorier and blurry like it was, like it was in Ninja Gaiden 2. And overall, just make a good game. Like, it's, it may sound simple, but making it simple is probably better, because Ninja Gaiden, although the story is there, the story is kind of cliche, but it really makes up for the gameplay design, the music, and all this other stuff that puts in the factor. And I'm thinking we need a Ninja Gaiden game, but I will be, but if Wanted Dead end up being, just as good as Ninja Gaiden, then that game is going to be pretty top in the list. Hopefully, we don't know for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to Wanted Dead by the time it comes out. Another big game we're going to be checking out is Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I've been very closely keeping an eye on this game, and to be completely honest, I'm not really a big Harry Potter fan, although I have seen all the movies and read, I think, almost the whole thing of the first book a long time ago. But not really a big Harry Potter fan, but the game does look pretty cool to play, especially that the game is open world. You can actually explore Hogwarts, I think, almost entirely, and of course some other areas that you can explore in the Harry Potter universe. I don't know, it just looks like a pretty fantastic, it looks like a pretty cool game to play. You can customize your wizard, you can freaking supposedly learn forbidden spells and you don't get cast out from freaking Hogwarts. So I'm very interested about, you know, those specific spells and what you can do with it to creatures and other people in the game. But like I said, it looks pretty fun. I did bought the special edition, so we will be playing that game pretty early on. So I think on the 7th, I think I can play the game if I have the special edition. So it's around the 7th. Unfortunately, there's no preload, so I can't preload the game at the moment, but once it comes out, I'll definitely be checking it out. And I'm also probably going to be making it a much shorter series unless I end up really liking the game. So this game is definitely going to be a mini series, so potentially just 5 videos, if not maybe up to 10 videos tops. But it's probably going to be 5 videos. But I just want to, like, for me, I'm just this is the type of game I definitely want to explore the game with, in my own spare time, and because we got so many other games that I want to play fully. I simply don't have the time to do record on full playthrough on AV games. So Hogwarts Legacy definitely going to be on the back burner on that, 5 videos tops. If I end up liking the game more, or if people want me to do full playthrough, I'll do full playthrough, you know, no questions asked. We're also going to see more Giga Bash. I've been having a lot of fun on Giga Bash. Also a underrated hidden gem too. I wish more people know about this game, but then again, like I said, it's an indie title. Not many people are not going to know about this game, but this game brings me back a lot of memories from playing a lot of Destroy All Monsters and Save the Earth back in the original Xbox days. And I kind of wish somebody would do, you know, more games like that, all out kaiju monster brawl. And Giga Bash is the only game I know so far is that somebody actually trying to, you know, bring that back. And for the most part, I really like how the gameplay works, although it's definitely a little bit simplistic, but then again, Destroy All Monsters, Save the Earth is also simplistic as well. But it has that full destruction system that the game had. You can pick up buildings and toss it at other monsters. Like, it just brings back so many good memories on playing Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters, and Save the Earth. And like I said, I think Giga Bash is the only last hope that we have in achieving that, and I'm really hoping to expand the monster rosters, because they did recently added the kaiju, 4 kaiju pack from the Godzilla universe. You got Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla in the form of Kiyu from Tokyo SOS, Gigan, and Destroyer. So if we could get more monsters from other universes, like for example Gamera, Ultraman, you name it, man, I'll be so freaking absolutely down with that. I'm really hoping to get the license, you know, to release more of these monsters, because if they got the official okay from Toho to release the, you know, the Godzilla monster pack into Giga Bash, that's mean there's so much more opportunities. We could get more monsters from the Godzilla universe, potentially monsters from the Monsterverse like King Kong, Godzilla, the Mutos, you name it. So much potential. I'm really hoping this game does not dies off early on, because it will be quite a shame if this game didn't make it, you know, past, you know, not even a year. And like I said, we need more monsters in it, more monsters from the Godzilla universe. I'll be okay with more monsters from Gamera as well as the Ultraman series as well. If they could get licensed from those big name companies, like I said, we have so much potential with this game. And like I said, I really want this game to succeed. I really want more people to know about this game as well, because this is definitely a type of game that's fun to play and co-op, as well as fighting against other people online too, which I might even consider, you know, doing at least one video where we go up fight against other people, see how well I do. But other than that, we're all going to be finishing the story mode for Giga Bash. I think we got 2 more chapters, and then after that we're going to go arcade mode and try out some of the other Giga Bash monsters we haven't tried out yet. And of course we got to do Godzilla, Gigan, Mecha Godzilla, Destroy. We got to do a playthrough for all those monsters as well. But other than that, yeah, more Giga Bash inbound, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. A game I also hopefully I can finish this month is Resident Evil 4, the original version that came out back in 2004. Hopefully I got that right. Or 2005. Yeah, 2005. Now I remember 2005. I wanted to beat Resident Evil 4 first before we play the remake next month, because apparently it's going to be a lot of big changes in Resident Evil 4 remake, although it's still going to be, faithful to the original game. Obviously it's a remake, so they have the liberty of adding more new interesting stuff and into the remake. So I definitely want to play the original game first before we dig deeper into the remake, because even the original game, it holds up really well. Like, now granted, it did win away from its survival horror, its horror elements, and leaning towards more action, but it's definitely a huge stepping stone in gaming history. And I can see, it's understandable why, it is very understandable why a lot of people will praise Resident Evil 4, me included. I love this game, but I'm definitely looking forward to the remake as well, because the remake looks freaking fantastic. It looks awesome, and cannot wait to check out Resident Evil 4 remake. That's going to be a big banger, but obviously we definitely got to beat the original game first, so that way we get, get that out of the back burner. Also, haven't played the game in a long time too, so it feels good to come back and play the game again and relive some good and bad memories of the game. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 definitely going to be in the list. Another game that also caught my interest is Hi-Fi Rush. Now, this game came out of nowhere and absolutely mollywopped Forspoken in terms of the top selling games in Steam, and even on the Xbox as well. I think it's free on Xbox Game Pass as well, since it is a Bethesda game, so I think it's free. So if you guys haven't checked this game out, check it out. But this is definitely a game I definitely want to check out, because I've seen my friend played it a couple of times, and it looks like a whole lot of fun. Made by the same guys that did Ghostwire Tokyo and The Evil Within. Believe it or not, people who made survival horror games made Hi-Fi Rush, so very surprised to see that. And like I said, the art style, the animation, for the most part, from what I've seen, looks fantastic. It is a rhythm game, so I'm more likely gonna suck absolutely dick when I play the game, but if it doesn't stop me from having fun, I'm gonna keep on playing it, obviously. But no guarantees I will get every notes right with the rhythm, because I absolutely suck. Because I did play Metal Hellsinger and I suck at that game, but I might play more of that game because the music is so fantastic. And speaking of Metal Hellsinger, I will be uploading a video this month for that, potentially 2 videos tops, because I need to get like, when I play that game, I need to be like 100% focused and not commentate as I play, because the rhythm of that game is a lot more intense in my opinion. So I'm definitely gonna try to do more or less commentating. When the combat kicks in, I probably won't be talking as much, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Metal Hellsinger is also a fantastic game as well. The visual looks great, the gameplay wise is really good, the music especially freaking fantastic, man. I really want to play more Metal Hellsinger, but with all the big games coming out this month, I don't think we're not gonna have time to cover most of those games. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But like I said, we'll do what we can in playing most of these games, but no guarantees we'll get them all done. And of course, the biggest playthrough that I'm going to be doing is going to stretch from a year, if not longer, and that is Fallout 3. Now, I haven't played Fallout 3 since 2017. I did almost a full playthrough on back in 2017 for Fallout 3. Unfortunately, I updated Tales of Two Wasteland at the time, and all the mods I was using at the time was not compatible with the newest version, and there was no way for me to get the old version back. So that playthrough is completely canned. So I will keep the playthrough up still, so that way you guys can can watch, go back in time and see a younger version of me playing Fallout 3 with it, with crappy faking microphones, webcams, and you know the drill. But yeah, it will still be there, but this is going to be a complete reboot of my Fallout 3 playthrough. We're going to play through the whole game as well as the DLC, and then that would lead us to our Fallout New Vegas playthrough, which I might end up starting next year. Or at near the end of the year, which I will be, simultaneously doing, both playthroughs. I'll probably do a whole lot less New Vegas, but definitely more on the Fallout 3 aspect. So that way I'll be able to do the main game, the DLC, and all that stuff. But yeah, I want to play Fallout 3 again because I really want to play New Vegas again, and I think it's the right call to go back to Fallout 3 and relive that experience, because Fallout 3 was my first Fallout game when I got it on the 360, and I've fallen in love with that game the moment I stopped playing that game. I love it. Played the shit out of it. Played all the DLCs as well, and all the main games, and never regret it one bit. And I kind of want to do that again for Fallout 3, but of course playing it on the PC, and of course playing it heavily modded as well. That is the whole main reason why I want to come back to it, is to play with the mods that I love. And the version we're all going to be playing Fallout 3 is the Tales of Two Wasteland version. So just like my 2017 playthrough, we're all going to be playing Fallout 3 through the New Vegas engine. And the reason why we're doing that is because, well, the engine for New Vegas is just far more superior, plus the mods they have to offer, especially in the form of scripts, script-related mods, animations-wise. It's a no-brainer to play Fallout 3 through the New Vegas engine. It's just no-brainer. And plus, you have the opportunity of playing Fallout New Vegas as well. You can traverse both world space if you want, and just stick with one main character. Obviously, for me, I'm still going to start a separate playthrough for New Vegas, so that way things doesn't conflict with all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing Fallout 3 again, because I've been wanting to do this for a very, very, very long time, and I think it's the perfect time, since Starfield potentially might not come out this year, and the Elder Scrolls freaking 6 is years away. I think it's a perfect time to dive back into Fallout 3. I'm hoping by the end of the year we'll have Fallout 3 completed, if not earlier, depending on how fast I'm able to go through the whole game and do the DLC. And it's gonna be just a simple playthrough. We might add some cinematic shots here and there, but for my Fallout New Vegas playthrough, it is definitely gonna be more narrative driven, definitely more cinematic, some minor role playing as well. So I will be making choices that I think my character will make. So even though in my head, myself, I know I could just choose the easy way out with the speech check, I am going to still be choosing other options that my character would think is right. So keep that in mind. So there will be some choices that could be controversial and could lead to unforeseen consequences, to say the least. But I think that will spice the game up a lot more, in my opinion, and that's why I'm going to do minor role playing. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to Fallout 3, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been mod testing the shit out of it as well, just to make sure all the mods are working properly, and I think I got a perfect balance of ultra realistic hardcore gameplay and and not making the game more unfair, with bullet sponge enemies. So the game is going to be more realistic. It's going to be definitely plays a lot more like Stalker and the Metro series. So expect me to die a lot. It's all I gotta say, but we should have a lot of fun though, to say the least. So like I said, hopefully you guys are looking forward to it, because I'm so freaking hyped coming back to Fallout 3 again. It's just so freaking hyped. And of course, I think that's wrap out. That is a wrap for our games. Now let's talk about the biggest announcement that's regarding the current state of the channel, and that is going to be the big upgrade for my graphics card. So I did order a RTX 4090, and was not cheap. I did freaking bought it at MSRP price. So thank God I didn't overpay, but regardless, it's still extremely expensive graphics card. One of the most expensive thing I spent, because even my 2080 Ti, when I bought it in almost 5 years ago, I think that card was like 1K, but with the 4090, that's like almost double the price. So hopefully by the time we get our new card, we should be able to play most games, if not all current games, at the highest settings with ray tracing on as well. That's my That's my biggest hope, is that we'll be able to play the game with all the ray tracing stuff and so on, as well as the new DLSS3 stuff that's been integrated into some games with frame generation, which makes a huge freaking difference in terms of frame rate. So that's the main reason why. That's like one of the reasons, but the main reason I got a 49 is in long term, I want to keep gaming, with high-end games and do editing, all that stuff for a very, very long time. And I think the 49 is the best choice for me, because with that card, I'm looking to keep that card 5+ years. Like the RTX 2080 Ti, still a good card still, but the 4090, I'm definitely going to need to get the 4090 for sure to be able to keep in pace with all the latest games that are coming out nowadays, because as you see, the games are just getting more advanced in terms of visual fidelity. So that's the main reason I upgraded. You don't have to get a 4090. Honestly, I think a 4080 should be suffice, but for me personally, I want to get a 4090 just because I do content creation, all that stuff. So that's the reason why I got a 4090. But if you're just gonna do gaming, stick with the 4080s. That's more than enough. Still expensive as shit, but it's better than spending almost $2,000 for a 4090. But yeah, I will be getting a new card. That is, and I'm really happy that I actually got one at MSRP price as well. By the time you see this video, it should be up. The card should come in like Tuesday or so. So hopefully I get the card installed, and then we'll get right back into gaming. At much higher resolution, ray tracing on, etc. Should be a much more smoother experience still when we play games as we upload videos. So yeah, I'm really freaking looking forward to this card. I also want to do a little bit of an update schedule as well. I've been kind of all over the place with my upload schedule, so I'll just be simple here. So I will be uploading videos throughout the whole majority of the week. But the weekends, that will be my break time. That will be my time where I'll just be relaxing, chilling, or be editing videos. But mostly just be chilling and relaxing, from all the gaming. Unless I am behind schedule, if I miss like a Thursday or Friday, I will be uploading videos on Saturday or Sunday if I have to. But yeah, I will. That would be Saturday, Sunday. You don't see any uploads, that's fine, because that would be the days that I'll just be chilling and just relaxing at the moment before I start recording again on Monday through Friday. So that's going to be my regular upload schedule. Monday to Friday, 2 videos each day. Hopefully 2 videos each day, potentially 3 videos depending as well, but I don't want to overload you guys with content. So 2 videos each day throughout the majority of the whole week, and then weekends that will be downtime for me. So just to give you a lot heads up on the upload schedules, that way you guys know, okay, Saturday, Sunday, nothing's gonna happen unless I miss schedule on another day. Then I will be uploading videos on Saturday, Sunday as fast as possible. Armored 3 film projects. I am currently in the process of revamping my whole idea of all the stories that I've come with. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do one series at a time and try not to do too many stuff, because I was very ambitious of all of the many Armored 3 film projects I have planned, but I'm just gonna take one step at a time and just do one universe at a time before I move on to the next universe. So I'm still going to be releasing that short film, the Hokkaido film project that I've been wanting to do for a long time. But at the moment, with all this game coming out and all this game I'm playing, I just simply don't have the time and going back to it all the time. But when I do, hopefully we'll be able to get a trailer out at least, and then hopefully we'll be able to release the film pretty early on as well before I start working on my main series that I have been planning for years. And like I said, I got multiple series planned, but it's just too ambitious for me to do all of them at the same time. So we're gonna have to do one at a time, and hopefully I'll be able to get my series kick up in production, and then we'll be releasing the first entry of the series, the first film entry for the series I have planned, because I have a lot of cool ideas, a lot of cool storytelling, a lot of cool stories to tell, a lot of freaking cool mods have been out for Armored 3 as well that I want to use in the film projects. and we'll see how it goes, because this is my world to try to start making live action movies, because I do want to make live action movies. I really also don't mind doing the action part as well. It's just that, well, if I'm gonna make myself well known, I might as well do it in the form of Armored 3, which has, and honestly, probably the best tools you can have set up. Obviously, there's Gary's mod, Steam source for filmmakers, but that requires a lot of insertions, a lot of stuff to learn, and not sure I got the time for that. And Armored 3 is I know how that game works, so. But yeah, stay tuned for the announcement on on that secret project series that I've been working on for a long time, as well as the pending release of the trailer for Hokkaido the Destroyer, as well as the pending release of the full film. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And without further ado, guys, I think I'm going to end it here for now for the update video. It's been a long road for the year. January has been pretty crazy as well. We did tons of freaking games to play with. We even managed to beat Evil West as well. I was hoping I would be able to play some more games on January, but we didn't really get too far. We mainly did a lot of Evil West, a lot of archival dump as well, like some of the leftover footage I have for Andromeda and Immortals Phoenix as well. So we really didn't do too much on that month, unfortunately, but hopefully February it would be the time where we just go all out and just play all kinds of crazy games. And I'm hoping this would be the month. Like I said, Atomic Heart, Hogwarts Legacy, Wanted Dead, Fallout 3, Dead Space Remake. We got to be able to get all that stuff done for this month, and I'm really looking forward to the future of gaming, because there's still tons of other cool games that haven't been announced, but also great games as well. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. And like I said, I'm gonna end it here. And before I leave, I want to give a big shout out to the supporters, my subscribers, especially to the ones that have been with me for the longest time. And deep in my heart, I really appreciate for what you guys do, for everybody sticking around with me for so long, watching my video content and onwards. And without you guys, I would not be doing this stuff. I would not be doing YouTube at all, but because I love doing YouTube and love recording stuff. This is the reason why I want to keep on going. And hopefully we can get up to maybe 900, hopefully to 900 to 1,000 subscribers at the end of the year. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, this is the reason why I want to keep doing playthroughs, because you guys have been around with me for so long, and especially to the ones, like the ones that have been with me for so long. And I'm hoping I can repay that back, especially coming back to Command & Conquer Generals, because the reason my channel exploded is because of Command & Conquer Generals, and I feel kind of dirty for leaving all the Command & Conquer Generals fans behind by not uploading any more Command & Conquer Generals videos. So we're all going to be trying to upload some more Command & Conquer Generals videos this month as well. I'm not sure which mods I have left to cover, but there are a lot of interesting mods that have came out recently, and I definitely want to check them out. And especially there is a new version of Contra coming out as well, dubbed Contra X, which looks absolutely insane, the progress they're making on that mod. And I think Rise of the Reds 2 is also going to be making a big comeback soon as well. I think a 1.7 update is in the works right now. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm really hoping we'll be coming back to Command & Conquer Generals, because I really want to, play it again, but as well as, bring back, make a lot of those subscribers, the original subscribers, be like, holy shit, I'm back in Command & Conquer. So hopefully we can get that old magic filled up again and start playing Command & Conquer Generals like the good old days, and potentially we might even do a full campaign playthrough as well for the original game. And but like I said, time will tell. If I have time, I will definitely do it. But with all these games coming out, not entirely sure, Chief. But deep in my heart, thank you for your support for the channel. And for the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Hopefully y'all looking forward to the future of the channel. We got playthroughs, we got film projects, tips and tricks, and some other random content that I will upload from time to time, like movie unboxing and all that stuff. But mainly this is going to be a gaming channel, so hopefully you'll be looking forward to the playthrough and all the playthroughs I have planned for this game, for this channel. And hopefully we will continue to grow at the end of the year, and we keep getting more supporters, and we'd be hopefully be on the line to just keep making more content and maybe go above and beyond and try to do, you know, live streaming, which is, that's my goal as well, is to go to live streaming too, as on some of the games that I will normally not upload to YouTube. So we'll see how it goes in the future. But like I said, new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm really hoping, looking forward to, really hoping that you're all looking forward to the future of this channel. And thank you for supporting the channel as well. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we have an awesome long road to 2023. Without further ado, guys, I'm gonna end it here for now. I've been ranting for far too long, and you know, and as always, every other monthly update video, I will be giving out free PC games. They're all gonna be PC only, and I will be listing the platform that it's gonna be for. So it could be Steam, EA Origins, GOG, Epic Store, etc. So just keep an eye out for them, and of course it is a first come first serve. So when you see the codes, redeem them as fast as you can, because once they've been redeemed, that's it, it's gone, and they're all going to be random. So hopefully it is a game that you're gonna be enjoying playing, and if not, well, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I don't like giving out game title, otherwise everybody's just gonna redeem that game key. So I have to make it, you know, random, so that way, you know, people just redeem the games randomly, and hopefully it is a game they like. And if it's not, I'm very sorry. But maybe next time you'll probably get a bigger win. But yeah, here's the code for the games. Get them while you can, because they will be gone pretty soon once this video has been watched. And hopefully you will be enjoying your PC games. And without further ado, guys, I got nothing else to say other than that. Stay safe out there and have an awesome weekend. And without further ado, you guys got any tips? You got how I should improve the channel, or any other games you want to suggest for me to play? Leave in the comments down below, and I'll check them out. But other than that, until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.